Alright, pretty soon we are going to be doing speed run of free enterprise mod of Final Fantasy IV. Just checking a few things before I jump in. I think all is well here. Ready myself up a little bit. Before I get into this, I decided to actually put the seed in the timer. A little different from my last run. I've turned glitchless on, so I won't be doing the crystal warp in this one or any other glitches for that matter. And I do have no free lunches turned off, so I will be able to find characters in the city, Damson, the Watery Passage, all that. And this is like an unofficial 6 beer % run. There will be alcohol involved. It's interesting because that's a whole other element of control to the factor of, the longer this takes, the more I drink, the worse I do. My run last night ended up being, I want to say, 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 52 seconds. I think that's what it was. So I'm just going to do a couple things to settle in, and then I think I'll be ready to go. Just step away for a second. All right. I think I'm all ready to go. I don't have the Twitch stream on my screen, but I do have it pulled up on my phone, so if anybody hops in chat, I'll be able to see that. At least I'll try not to get too wrapped up in things. But let's see. Let's go ahead and get it going. For some reason, my controller didn't want to input there for a second. But let's see what we got. All right. Well, this should be interesting. What in the world? Getting some weird input lag from my controller. Hopefully this isn't a sign of a problem. Definitely don't want input lag for this. I actually picked up a new controller today, so I am using the Switch Pro controller. Hopefully it's not going to be problematic. I haven't done a test run with it. I know I should have, but let's see. Alright, looks like we're... Whoa. Alright, we're getting some weird input lag here. Oh, Lord. May have to switch controllers. Oh, no. Let's see. Alright, seems like it's acting right now, so go ahead and continue. Also using a new emulator tonight. I was using the old school classic SNES 9X. I decided to switch over to different emulator for this run. Obviously, these aren't like speedrun official because I'm using an emulator instead of an actual console, but what are you gonna do? So this isn't the most serious time speedrun ever, but it is a speedrun nonetheless. Just gonna grab a few items here in Baron. So I already saw the Baron Inn has a favorable drop. A lot of people don't like getting Dark Knight Cecil because he's not very useful early on, but I'm the kind of person that'll make that Basidia run and Mount Ordeals. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Getting a Paladin Cecil early on, especially if you get favorable items, totally worth it. So, let's see. We're going to run up here and we're going to see what's in the mountain. I'm going to run into Damsian real quick and see what they got to offer here. Now, you saw that I walked into that item shop. For those unfamiliar with this, I'm running the standard route, at least the current standard route, where the pass is in item shops. The pass is an item that when you go to Troya will allow you to teleport straight to Zeromus. And if you've met like a few conditions, like having a decent party and having the crystal item, you can defeat him. So I got Tela right there. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but fortunately I can just go right over to Mysidia, see what's going there, check my character situation over here, and land on the town because I timed that badly. Controller's acting a little better though. But I'm going to go to Mysidia real quick, and I'm going to see if I get two favorable characters. Like, I'm really hoping for not you. Maybe Edge, please? Oh, no. Alright. Very mage-heavy run so far. Not ideal. I'm very limited in my options. I'm not going to go to Mount Ordeals yet. I could get a character there and hope for the best, but this team's going to be grossly weak. So instead, I'm going to go see what Bedward's got to offer. As far as key items go, maybe he'll open up an opportunity or something. I didn't check the item shop in Mysidia. That was a mistake. I should have gone there first, but starting off with these characters, my mind is already on trying to get a functional team. I really don't want to do a lot of things without melee characters, especially with the items I'm getting so far. I really would like to get somebody better. And I got the adamant there from Edward. So I'm already setting up weird. This is a weird seed already. Very mage heavy. Dark Knight Cecil is sitting there. I can grab him, but I need to make sure I'm ready for that fight. So I'm going to grab a few more items. And I could go to Mount Hobbs and hope that there's a favorable fight there and a character I can use. That would be easier than just going straight to Baron and looking at what I'm getting. I think that's probably the push I'm going to make. Not seeing anything that really entices me. Like I could go level up real quick at Watery Cave, get a boss under my belt, just in case Infusodia is the one that I get at Mount Hobbs, which is definitely possible. I'm not really hoping for something like Kane or especially Edge. Edge would make my life a lot easier. So let's see. Let's go in here, do some quick menuing. Blast. And man, there's no right answer for what to do with this. These items have not been good. Do that. Yeah. Just as useless as I remember it being. There is not a lot for me to go on here. I'm going to give the Stardust to Palom because at least it can make some magic happen. And since Tella's in the front row, I'm going to give him the Adamant. All else fails. No, actually, given the circumstances, I'm going to put that on Palom. Palom's probably going to be my primary damage dealer for the next few seconds. He'll gain some levels from this fight. I just hope it's not a really nasty fight. You know what? There are worse things. Oh, come on, Tella. Be fast. Whoops, that is not the lit. Come on, get that lid off. Twin. I'll get rid of that water. Slow him down on doing anything nasty I don't want to deal with. Alright, we survived most of that. That's going to be very bad for me. So we're just going to hope for the best here. It's probably going to be a wipe. Not a great start. I was hoping that Palom having the adamant would allow him to survive, but that did not happen. But what are you going to do? So, oh, you jerk. What are you doing? Alright, going to the item menu. I got a Stardust. Probably going to have to use that. Lit would have been the smart thing, but I'm gambling on the Stardust, hopefully getting me a kill. I did not. So, race against time here. Come on. That's no bueno. There's lacking in bueno. Alright. Come on, Tella. For once in your life, save somebody. Come on. RNG gods favor me. Alright. Hopefully one more lit will do it. Hey! What are you doing? Ugh. I need to kill him or I'm going to have to reset. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Not ideal. If Palom had not died, then it would have gone way better. So that's a really bad start to this. So, I'm going to do the smart thing. I don't know why I tried to land there. I'm going to come over here real quick and just try to get some levels. What are you doing? Game, what are you doing? Game, what are you even doing? Come on. No BS here. Let's just kill him. It's like right off the bat, this team is just not favorable for situations. No levels off of that, so I was hoping against hope, and I got nothing as a reward. Got a Masamune, so now I really want edge. ASAP. Got a bow to make Rosa a little better. At this point, I'm not going to challenge Mount Hobbs. I'm going to go ahead and go on the watery pass. I've wasted way too much time already, so I'm going to just go get the quick, easy character there. That's about all I can do at this point. Hey, I need that. Alright, so fingers crossed for edge. We get edge. No more mac and cheese, no more Tella, no more Rosa. just something useful. It's going to be Sid is virtually useless, but at least he's a body and he can do damage. And at this point, now I just have to look at what I have for equipment to make him useful. Fortunately, he can use a lot of these things. The others can't, so go ahead and increase what I can in terms of damage output. Alright. It's not pretty, but it's something. Now I can actually skip items by hitting R whenever I open chests. But this is a glitchless run, so I'm probably going to be total pack rat. I mean, I'm already a pack rat when I play these games, but at least having things I can sell in shops to get some money, which I'm going to need a lot of. I'm going to have to buy a whole bunch of sirens plus the pass. So, depending on how this shakes out, another Masamune. Gosh, I really want edge. Depending on how this shakes out, I'm actually going to need over 150,000 gold, maybe. I don't know. Not to a piss poor start, though, so just going to hope that I can find useful stuff in here. I'm going to burn a lot of time because I don't have this exit spell with anybody. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm going to have to run right back out after I get into the next room. But if I get anything in here that actually makes this next little chunk easier for me, then it'll be worth it. I mean, I have gotten some favorable pulls here. 2 diamond shields, kind of a bummer. Only need 1 for now, or probably ever. A Murasame. So, like, all this edge gear, and edge is probably on the fucking moon, if I had to guess, with my luck. Or he could be on Mount Ordeals. If he's on Ordeals, then I am going to sweep through that quickly. This was kind of like an off-camera thing, but I did sort out the issue with my Pro Controller. It was a dumb thing, just little signal loss for Bluetooth. Good now. So any bad inputs at this point are just me being bad at life, like that right there. And that. And that. Look at me go. The controller I was playing with was not in great shape, and it was sticking a lot. So I'm kind of used to overcompensating my movements, which is no excuse per se, but just being real. Yeah, you just deserve honesty. If you're watching this, you deserve all the honesty. So already Sid. Oh yeah, can't do anything with that. So you know what? I can trade power for defense. Get that right there. Offset that. Is this always worse? Yep, always. Never wear that. That's a bad time. I think there's much else of any use here. Oh. Guess I could change rod on him. I'm going to play with fire. I'm going to do this again with that being a situation. I don't know if it's going to pay off. I didn't get enough experience. Oh, hey. Actually. Alright. I'm not any higher level right now, but I'm in a better situation, so I'm gonna gamble on this one more time. All right, much better situation now. Given the current state of this, I think that we're going to make quick work of him. I think. This time I'm actually going to have Porum heal, Rosa attack. Yeah, we got this. All right, cool. To get us a little bit of experience that we need. Gives us a little more room to breathe. And a shot at a couple more items. So, just goes to show earlier right there that one minor decision makes all the difference. If I would have just gone to the first part of this dungeon, what the hell? I would have been in a much better position to win that fight. But I wasn't thinking, as I am often want to do. And here we are now. Actually, let me go ahead and sort. I kind of forgot that we started with the Sand Ruby. That's on me. But that does mean that there's a character just laying in bed down here in Kaipo that I didn't grab. I didn't check at least. There's also an item shop I didn't check, so we're going to run over here real quick. This could basically be all the difference in how this next leg goes for me. I'm going to run over here. If it's somebody useful, good. If not, then yeah, no. No bedward. He's always in bed. All my runs, he's doing a bad. Yeah, I did a bad, but let's capitalize on it. Nope, that's just a bad all around. Waste of time. Time is precious in the speed run, and I am one to waste it. Okay. Oh, come on, lady. Are we doing this? Are we really doing this? Oh, no. Oh, what are you doing? Make up your fucking mind. Go. Turn. Okay, you can't turn. Come on. Just pick a direction. There we go. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and make the push for Antlion. Key item and experience. I think this team will be able to handle him. Just going to come up here. Check my items one more time. I'm going to use this tent. I could run in and heal my MP and HP, but I'm just not going to. Alright. This has already been a suboptimal run to begin with. Like, if this were competitive, I'd be kicking myself right now. Just would not be enjoying this. Fortunately, I do have an element of dumb luck in my runs, it seems. I guess I'm on probably like between 10 and 15. I'm not sure how much I've run this mod, but I do just tend to get lucky. Like my best speed, which I didn't record a stream, but it was an hour and 56 minutes and some change. It was a really favorable seed, and I just made some dumb choices, but it was still sub 2 hours. I was really proud of it. That run kind of made me think, all right, maybe I should start streaming this. Maybe I can do it. But everything is so left up to chance on this. It's not even funny. Actually, I thought I got something else you could use that was worth having. Nothing. Tell us over here struggling. I'm not giving him anything. He's got enough HP. Alright, check Sid. One last time. I'm pretty sure I got nothing useful for him. Alright, whatever. We're gonna do this. Hopefully it's nothing awful. Mmm. Mmm. Awful. This is really awful. Hopefully he doesn't get me. Probably gonna get me. Alright, good. That worked out. Now let's just really hope for a good key item. Something useful, not something that is a turn in that's blocked behind another key item. Alright, there we go. The hook. It's not the best thing I could hope for at that point, but it's not the worst. That does open the Cave of Babylon. It opens the character, it opens key items, it opens dungeons. Unfortunately, it's very high level for what I have right now. So, my philosophy when I do this is I try to make that a last resort. What is all the edge gear? I try to make that a last resort run because it's a longer route to get to the underworld. And you can get some really good stuff out of that. But there are just so many faster ways to get through this that at this point I almost feel like going chalk is my best bet. I can head out of here. I don't do it. No, not you. You shouldn't. Yeah, you do. Alright, cool. Bad menuing on display. Exit and get out of here. Alright, I'm going to go dip my toe into Mount Hobbs just to see if there's anyone or anything worth doing here. I shouldn't need any MP, so I'm going to save. Run in here. If it's Edge or Kane and the boss fight looks favorable, I'll just knock that out real quick. If it's a useless character, I'm not going to bother. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to fight Bahamut. Who's going to leave? Well, let's see. Bye. So the best part about this is Edge is not only a really high level to start, but I also have favorable items for him so that I can just attack real quick, and this might actually win. Yep. That was great. This run just got a lot easier. I'm going to go ahead and blast through the bull, get a key item. I'm going to search this place first. But that'll set me up that I can go ahead and unlock Paladin Cecil, and then I'll just go to Baron and pick him up. And that'll give me a few key items along the way that I can have a better picture of what I'm doing. Like I said, Paladin Cecil, and I get the Paladin armor. Maybe it's a sign. Who's to say? Alright. Hey now. Just for some filler as I'm moving around. This game came out in the States in '91. I pretty much started playing this when I was 5, 6 years old. Like, I started this game at a really young age. I'm a huge fan of the Final Fantasy series. I've dumped a disgusting amount of hours of my life into it. And it just never gets old. I love the series so much. It definitely has its flaws, but I mean, Jesus, it's such a fun game. I don't think this game could be overrated. I've had people that have never played it that, I was like, here, try this game, and they're like, I don't get it, but you put it in the context of the time it came out. There's the pass. I'm actually gonna go back in here, sell some stuff. I don't need you. I need you or you. Need that. It's a good time to unload some items, but it's also a good time to get some money. Hang on to that for now. I need that. I don't need that. Alright, we can go ahead and buy that pass. I don't have enough money for that. That was a lot of money to spend. I'm not a big user of the coffins, but depending on how this plays out, I may just use them to get through hard times. And also, since I just did all that, I really hope that this goes really well. Typically, this is a bit of a boss rush. You get 5, 6 medals in a row. But instead, I'm going to get Ashura, Hindu goddess extraordinaire. She likes to heal herself and smack you. With this team, I don't have anything to worry about. This should be a pretty cut and dry fight. Really bullying Porum, though. I don't know what that's about. No counter on Porum. She's really, really concerned about Porum existing. Luckily, the fight's over. Get the experience, get the level ups, and then I get a key item. So that's good news. So all of the Krillins have nothing to fear. We've defended their home. What do you got for me, Your Highness? A rat tail. So rat tail, not super useful by itself. However, I did get the hook. That does allow me to turn in. Actually, there's some chests up here. This is kind of going out of the way, but I'm gonna just see what they have. If it's beneficial at all, then it's worth coming up here. You can go up to Yang's wife up there if you are in favorable conditions, but I'm not, because I have not seen him and I don't have the pan. Use it on him. There's nothing to do there. All right, so I'm gonna make a trip I didn't expect to make. I'm gonna go grab the hovercraft real quick. I'm gonna fly down, turn in the rat tail. The rat tail turn in will get me a key item, and hopefully it's something that's gonna be useful. Like at this point, I would even take the twin harp, as much as I hate having to go down the earth cave. So let's see what he's got for me. Rat tail. The magma key. Fantastic. I actually really like that. That'll allow me to open the underworld without having to go through a blood. It opens up multiple things for me. Different places I can look. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made on my last run. Last run, I went the whole time, and then I went to Silvera, and the pass was here. I have the pass already, but if the sirens are here, that would be super useful. Go ahead and grab those, and there's a couple hidden chests here I can grab. So we're going to do that. Whoops. Get out of my way. Got places to be. Useless items to find. Okay, so there's no siren here, but there are things that we can unload. Not many of them, but things. Silver. I have that for now. It's always sucky when you're not sure what you're going to get. Item-wise, I don't need you. heroes. I'm not too concerned about that right now. So, it's decision-making time. I have a team that can rush Mount Ordeals, so I'm probably going to do that. There's no point in going to the Underworld right now when I already know where Cecil is, and I know I can probably make a quick push through Ordeals. So, I'm going to park in an awkward spot here just because I'm lazy. I'm going to come down here. Should be a white chocobo in here. I'm going to not worry because we did football and I'm healed up. Never mind. That's my bad. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. So we're going to walk up here, grab a couple items on the way up. The next room we go into, we're going to have the opportunity. That's a great pull. Maybe Kane will be up here if I'm lucky. We're going to have the opportunity to get a free character. This is pretty much my last shot at a free character for a hot minute without any actual effort. So let's hope that it's something useful. It's Fusoya. All right, so this is actually a pretty solid pull. I'm going to be dumping Porum, keeping Palom, just because I don't need two white mages, and even though Porum was pretty much on par with Rosa, she's otherwise useless. So, just check things here, if there's anything else you can benefit from. The wizard is, no, it's worse, okay. So I have Fusoya now. His magic should hopefully benefit me. It doesn't yet, but after we kill a couple more bosses will be good. But most importantly, I have Fusoya. He's one of the best characters you can have this early in the game, and he can actually do damage, which Porum could not do. So climbing Mount Ordeals is that much more important at this point. So what we're probably going to do here is try to clear Mount Ordeals, go grab Cecil, dump Sid, I think I'll do. And we're going to have a really good time. It's going to be fun. All right, what happens here? Boss fight 1. There should be 3 in a row. I mean, there are 3 in a row. It's not should. That should be a quick, easy fight. It's an early enough boss fight that I'm not worried about this at all. This might actually kill him. And it did. All right, 1 fight down. So that's good. And that should get, yeah, so you got 3 spells I didn't need. I didn't do the thing. So you're supposed to change rows there. Not the end of the world. I can do it mid-battle. Hey, this is the fight that was supposed to be a second ago. Item, Stardust. Oh, well, it's okay, because he was going to flame anyways. Although, yeah, go ahead and use Quake. It's not really any threat here in this situation. Parry. Hopefully that does defeat him. It should. It didn't. Oh, it did. Okay. Expected that prompt to be faster than that. So that's more experience, more leveling up. All right. This next fight also did get me spells I needed. Really, I'm trying to get the warp spell on Fusoya or Porum, or sorry, Palom before I go underground. Never mind. I'm doing Blitzless. I don't need it. Okay, no worries. So this should be quick and painless. The fight you're supposed to do here is a scripted fight where you actually don't do anything. No telling what we're going to get, but once this is done, it's going to unlock a few things. The only useful part being Cecil becoming a paladin. I got the pan. Okay, cool. I'm going to go right back up to the bull, probably. And we're going to get a nasty fight. Hopefully not too nasty. Alright, well, you exist. Try to 8. Alright, great. It's always hard to tell what their HP is going to be because things scale in the season right now. So those guys would be a lot tougher if it were later in the game, but because it's where it is, it's actually fairly favorable. It's kind of ideal, really. Cecil became a paladin wherever he is. We know where he is. Color media wherever he is. Last I checked, I dumped him on Mount Hobbs, and if I encounter him again, I'm definitely not going to pick him up. Also, because of the way this scripting works, I can't cast exit to get out of here, so I just have to hoof it. So this is shaking out in an interesting way. I don't have the best possible team comp in the world, but I'm about to get the Paladin Cecil, and I already have the pass, but I don't have the crystal. So now my primary objective is going to be getting the crystal. If I can get the crystal in Fabul, get Paladin Cecil, realistically, I can be in go mode. I can go ahead and grind everybody up, make a quick trip to the moon, kick Zeromus' ass, and this run that started super sloppy suddenly becomes a very quick run. But that's a whole lot of ifs with a whole lot of ground uncovered. And I'm not crossing anything off my list just yet, but I'm hoping I can get pulls for items that are beneficial. So let's go up here, talk to Yong's wife. What you got for me? Pan. I am an idiot. Pan's useless. Haven't got any on. See, this is what happens when you get ahead of yourself mentally. So I have to get out of here. Obvious next move is going to be Baron, get Cecil, get key item, hope for best. Make no bones about it, though. Depending on what happens to Baron, I could be really making a push quick. I don't want to get my hopes up, but sometimes you just have to look at your situation and think, we can do this, even with not the best team in the world. Oh, it was Rydia. Cecil's the fight. That's unfortunate, but she can replace this fool. This is the fight in which you don't want to do anything, but he does hit like a truck. So, Cure 2. I don't want anybody to die because we don't know how long we're going to be stuck with these people. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can kill him depending on where you fight him, but it's over here. Not a lot of experience. There's going to be another boss fight. Hopefully nothing awful. Nice blink. One, useless. This sucks. Like, not totally, but it's not great. She can go into, like, tornado form, and then she's kind of hard to hit. So we just need to kill her quickly before she can do anything annoying. So if this Quake gets off and kills her, we're good. And we'll get an auto heal after this. Got the tower key, which is only beneficial if I'm trying to power up Soya. Yeah, that's probably right. So now we're effectively on the quest for Cecil at this point because we're lacking in any offensive firepower, really. So we just have to hope. Yeah, you definitely need that. You don't need anything. Got that. Alright, so I walked in, at a glance, all I saw was Cecil, and I was feeling really good about things. This is what happens. So no more free characters that I can think of in the overworld, so we're going to go over here and grab this hovercraft again. This could really go a couple different ways. What's going to do is going to bring us over here because that's where it's going to need to be. I could go in there and look for items, but I don't think I'm going to find anything super useful. So what I am going to do is I'm going to run in here, check the item shop real quick, then we're going to go underground. We're going to see if maybe we get a favorable... Aha! Sell some stuff here. I'm just going to dump you. Anything super expensive I can get rid of. Care about you. Get what money we can. Not worried about that. Alright. Actually. And buy more sirens. 20 of those. 30. Fuck it. I shouldn't need money for anything else. We have the sirens, we have the pass, we just need the crystal. And ideally Cecil, not you. You. We're going to do a cutscene here while we find out that that key is a little more potent than we thought it would be. Now, in a perfect world, we will go to this dwarf castle. We'll get a fight, and we'll get Cecil and the crystal. That's a perfect world. At that point, I am gonna hold my controller in a position that doesn't interfere with Bluetooth. I have the adamant, but I don't have the legend sword yet. I could maybe get lucky and find that somewhere, but for now, I'm not banking on that. So I'm going to do a safety save, run in here, and we're just going to do this. I could try to get items and make this easier, but I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. Simple fight. Well, I say simple. It's a fight that's a little bit earlier than where I am in the sequence. Oh, no, it's this fight. This will be quick and painless. The one after it's the one I have to worry about. These guys are a joke, so... Alright, so we're going to quake them. And Stardust. He should retreat. I do have items that could have made pretty more powerful like Leviathan, but she has so few MP that it wouldn't make much of a difference. She's going to gain a bunch of levels, though. 19 of them. She's going to gain some spells. We're going to finish this next boss fight, and she's going to become an adult. That's beneficial. It's a chunk of the reason why I'm so happy that I found her. As long as this fight doesn't go poorly, then we should be good. Come on, Cecil. I heard a fight that's actually supposed to be in this area. Oh man. Well, that sucks. Alright. medio them. So I'm gonna medio them. We're not playing games here. We ain't come here to play school, right? Just gonna heal her up just in case something weird happens. I don't expect it, but yeah, she can't do anything. Oh no! Not what I wanted. That medio or Stardust. If you kill all of one color of those guys, they'll morph into like a bigger boss. That's not something I want to deal with. But we didn't have to worry about that. We're all good. He learned more spells I don't really care about. Then we're going to see a hand appear, as though Golbez had been here. He's off somewhere doing something else. Now I have glitchless turned on, so I'm not going to be able to warp back in there. That's unfortunate. But I'm still going to get a key item here. What is it? It's not what I wanted. That's what it is. So that was a virtually useless key item. That unlocks a dungeon that I have no reason to do unless I just want treasure chests. That makes me really sad. I'm sad all day because of that. Her equipment shouldn't have changed. She should still be good. I don't have anything. Yeah, okay, whatever. Skipping the pots, I don't care about them. I just don't. I know there could be a crystal sword in there. I'm just, whatever. I'm going to finish grabbing these chests. We're going to go on a quick treasure run around the underworld. And then it seems like I think I know what my fate is. I'm going to have to do a tower I don't want to do. Alright. So, nothing good here. Bummer, but whatever. This take me to an item shop and talk to, hey, oh, I'm checking. I don't need anything from the item shop. I do want to do this. So my current circumstances is I'm basically just trying to figure out where I can find characters. There's a couple places left that I haven't been to. One of them is the Tower of Zot, which I cannot get to yet. One inside Baron, but I don't have the Baron key. So I'm actually gonna go a little out of what I was planning on doing sequence-wise. No, I don't want to go there. Yeah, no, I don't want to go there. There's going to be so much treasure in here. I'm really hesitant to grab it. She doesn't have float, but Celia does, thankfully. And float everybody. The random battles in this place could actually get me. Like the random chess battles. So let's just hope they don't. These guys do hurt. I don't need any of that breath, because that's what happens when you get breath. Just need to burn them down, burn them down, burn them down. Come on. Excellent. I'll get a chunk of experience for that. That will make any future encounters that I may have in here more manageable. And I got a ribbon. Okay, so that was ultimately worth it. The question is, like, who is worthy? Really, at this point, it should be Fusoya. He's my most useful character. And heal. Alright, cool. That won't hurt me because I have float on, which is very fortunate because it could have been pretty painful. Cool. A little bit more experience. White lance, which would only really be useful if I had cane, and I don't. Next floor. Where do I want to go? I think let's just push straight through. A lot of these weapons I'm picking up are just going to be things for Edge to throw when I'm desperate. I don't need money anymore, as far as I can tell. Whoops. That'll do. Grab this one. Alright, well. That pretty much ends my treasure hunt in here. Thankfully, I finally got something that's useful for Sid. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this area. And I doubt I will ever come back. Yeah, that's not the one that's one in here. White. All these items are really leaning towards me trying to get cane. Where's the pan? There it is. Domestic violence. It's a staple in the world. Alright, so that seems like I did nothing, right? Then I got some adamant armor for that. And then that's going to unlock another key item for me. So now I have to think, who is most valuable? Well, it's not you. You already have that. So it's going to be Edge. Alright. We're going to make a swift exit. And then we're going to go back to the overworld. Hope for a favorable key item. Crystal would be great. But if I don't get the crystal, then I'm pretty much hoping that I get the legend sword so that I at least can unlock another key item without much effort. We'll just have to see how this plays out here. It's important when you do speed runs as it is, but especially a randomizer like this, keeping a mental note of what you need, where you are, what's going to benefit you most. So I have three different directions I'm thinking mentally here of how I want to go, and it depends on this. The twin heart. All right, so that sucks. Didn't want that. Fortunately, what that does do is it opens another dungeon for me, and it's a lower level dungeon. So, not out of the woods, but we could be in worse shape. It's really making me work for it. Really making me work for it. So actually, as much as I don't like doing it, I am going to come over here. Good thing is I don't have to check any more item shops. We're done with that. So we're going to look for a black chocobo. There we go. We're going to go to the Earth Cave. This cave, done in sequence, will have an effect that goes on here. It's a magnetic field. If you're wearing any metallic gear, you can't do anything, which is total bummer, right? Well, I actually have a team full of mages, and it doesn't really matter what fight we get. Now, if the Dark Elf is here, and I must say that it seems like almost every time I do this, he's here. Like, everything will be out of sequence except for this guy. He just always pops in this cave. So if he does, then this works out in my favor because I should be pretty safe. I'm going to skip a lot of treasure. If it's not in my direct path, then I won't get it. I don't know why I went in there. There we go. Just hope for something other than these things. don't need that as a result of that. That means it's just that much harder to kill. We're pushing an hour already, and we are still lacking the one key item we need to be in go mode. So that sucks. But who knows? I could get it right here. And I may actually consider going with a non-favorable team. I'm actually not going to... I haven't saved in a while. I'm going to do a quick safety save. Rather lose seconds and minutes. Always with this guy. Why are you here? Why are you even here? This guy is a royal pain in the ass. Oh no, we can't. But we have the twin harp, so we're okay. And another cool quirk of this is typically Bedward will crawl over here, find some strength, and knock these two weaklings away, and then he'll play like the Edward theme song. But in this mod, he'll play a random harp version of a song from the game, and it's always fun to get to this. This is the only really good part of doing this dungeon, other than maybe a useful key item. Okay, cool. Battle music. That's fun. That's good for a boss fight. This is Final Fantasy VI for anybody who is wondering. We're going to probably two-shot this guy if I had to guess. Oh man, this is going to be a three-hit fight. This is super easy, but I really wish this fight had been somewhere way later, way harder, because it's a scripted fight. It's super easy. This would definitely be better in so many other places than this early in the game. I mean, I'll take a freebie, especially if he gives me something I need, but come on. Really? With my luck, he'll give me the Earth Crystal, and then I'll just leave. Have to go do the Tower of Zot. Well, I can go to the moon, which actually isn't the worst in the world. It is time consuming. Shit. I can't use it in this room. But if I go to the moon, it opens up yet another character. Maybe that'll be where Cecil Arcane is. It'll also open up another dungeon, which again will contain a character, but it's a very high level dungeon. It would be very risky for me to run it at this point with this team, no less. I can't really do a whole lot of single target damage outside of magic, and I don't know. I want to fight a boss that's contingent on casting wall a lot, but I don't know. We'll see. There are worse things I could have to do, so I'm gonna go in here. The moment I enter, the Elder's gonna be like, "Oh my God, come here!" At least I don't have to do the cutscene, other than the ship rising. Like that sucks, but if I'm gonna have to waste time, then there are worse ways. It's a shame there's not a mandatory cutscene that's like 2 minutes long, so I can just go pee. Speedrunning and peeing are they're not like friends. You can't do that. And I'm not the kind of guy that's going to have somebody I can hand the controller off to. The big whale. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to fly straight to the moon. I now have access to a free fat chocobo whenever I want, which is useful, especially with how loaded I am with items right now, especially items I don't need. Free bed, and the slowest airship known to man. And in this mod, you can just land anywhere, which is kind of cool, because typically you have to go through caves to get here. But I'm just gonna go down here. And depending on what happens in here, I may just be crazy and go to the giant Babel, even though that's a bad idea. I'll take it. I'll take cake. There are way worse situations. The problem is here, now I either have the Cave of Eblon or the Giant of Babel to get Cecil, so not great. I can use this as an opportunity to dump some stuff I don't need. Alright, he's about to be a strong boy. Actually, I have the white one, don't I? Yeah, I do. Alright, so he is low level. That is not good. But my options are limited, so we'll play it safe. I'm going to go to Cave of Babylon. It'll be slower, but it'll be a lot safer. Alright, so no, actually, you know what? I can just take it with me. I'm gonna come over here, rest. Alright, I'm gonna come and drop some stuff off. Don't need that, or that. Really don't need that or that. Power up radio real quick. Alright, so at this point I'm committed to doing Epsilon. Cecil's not down here, then I'm just going to be a sad boy. Because that means, as far as I can tell, unless I get the Earth Crystal, then Tower of Babel's going to have to be my play. I'm going to skip all the treasure that's not in a direct line to where I need to go. Well, I took a wrong turn, so I may as well grab that. And a scalper, that's useful. If I do get Cecil, grab this a lot of the way, but that tank could be useful. I'm going to come up here. On that. Oh, it's edge. No. So that sucks. So in that moment, I was thinking, do I go ahead and exit and go do Babel? But I'm going to come in here, see what items I can get. It's going to take a couple minutes, but I can knock a boss fight, maybe get Fusoya a little bit stronger. And, whoops. You'll notice when I run this, my first instinct is always to hit down when I go through a door. I can't break that habit, so I'll always take a step I don't need when I come out of something. So, here, circle around. Grab that, it's close enough. Would have liked for Kane to survive. He won't. He will. Okay. These guys don't like the magic I'm throwing at them. Jump. Survive. Live. Find another day. Should have cast Meteor. Whatever it works, and Kane will gain a bunch of levels. And that'll be useful. Not a whole lot of usefulness, but it's not nothing. And I already put down thing again. Alright, so we're gonna skip that. The tent. I'm gonna go ahead and use. There's a couple boss fights coming up. I don't know what to expect, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Rather be prepared. Just in case I have to do something crazy. Alright, it's just I'm not gonna grab over to the left, but hopefully, oh cool, this fight. This is a fight that's supposed to be kind of Babel. It's a scripted battle, so call Leviathan. No bullshit, just let me get through this. Cool, alright. We're gonna get another boss fight. Fusoya's at full power. This is gonna be Odin. Oh yeah, that's right. This is supposed to be Rubicante, so it heals me up beforehand. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a fight that I was supposed to do a second ago, but they're here instead. They're going to be a little more powerful, but we're just going to try to burn them down real quick. They're holding up pretty well. Maybe they just need a little more Leviathan in their life. It's hard to fight the temptation to want to cast Meteor with Fusoya, but it's such a long cast time that I feel like I'm not going to gain anything from doing it. So I just don't. We're going to come into this door. We're going to see, oh my god, a whole bunch of key items. Nope. I'll fall down here. Now I can teleport right back to the overworld here. There's Crystal Sword. Alright, so I'm not going to teleport out, mainly because it's going to bring me out in the underworld. No real consequences. I'm going to grab this one just on the off chance of something useful. And it will probably not. I'm going to get this ship real quick. And then my immediate play is going to be land to summon monsters. I can run through there real quick. 2 boss fights, 2 key items. The Giant of Babel is going to give me a character, but nothing really of significance. So right now I'm more concerned with, can I get the crystal? If I can get the crystal, I can power level this team. I can fight Zeromus with this. So it's just going to be my play at this point. And I can't see much reason to get treasure here, but we're hour 15 in this. I'm going to go ahead and try. If I get anything worth my time, then I won't go bad. But chances are not getting any rewarded. And I can just skip this. I'm not going to grab this one down here in the corner, or that one up there. I'm just going to go to the next room. Alright. This is, yeah, I'm being incredibly judicious with my skipping of items. Whoops. This room's just more loaded, so the time that I spend menuing and casting float to get through this in a semi-healthy manner might pay off. Alright, what's going to happen? More experience. It's not like game-changing experience, but with the boss fights coming up, being a little stronger is beneficial. An Avenger Sword, not really useful. I can throw it at people. Yeah, I'm not getting really any favorable items here. It's stuff that I already have better than. Alright, so we're going to run in here. We're going to definitely grab the treasure here. There's a key item in here, and that's part of the reason, not in this room, but there's a key item down here that may, yeah, I mean, it can make all the difference. It's actually a potential of 3 key items in this dungeon, well, this town now. And it's going to be right over here, so I'm going to do one of these. Package, take, package, get rid of. Actually, I got something useless, didn't I? Vampire, exit. Yeah, so the potential for key items in here is real. Whatever. 2 items in here, and I think I'm high enough level that I shouldn't have to heal, but depending on what boss fights I get, I may regret it. We'll see. So, for all I know, that package could get me Cecil. Like, that would be great. Oh, these are super favorable fights. Okay. I should be able to get through these with not much trouble. These bosses do have a ton of HP. Hopefully I can just burn them down. It's just that scaling issue where it's an early boss fight way later in the game, so this could be nasty, but I don't feel real bad about this. There are way worse things that I can encounter. Leviathan. Alright, so that's over. No key item. So you can get any item from these guys, but key items are shuffled in, so you kind of just have to hope. This fight should be fairly simple. Oh god. He's hitting way harder than I... Oh no! Oh no. Alright, well. He's gonna use an ether too. This is what I get for getting cocky, I guess. Man. Well, this could be a good example of hubris getting the best of a person. We'll see. You can't do a whole lot of damage to some people. The people you can do the most damage to are the people I need the most, so... So we're not even going to fuck around here. What we are going to do, we're going to go ahead and chuck this at him. Because we need a lot of damage output in a hurry. Alright, one of those is down. Now we're going to focus a whole lot of things. This is how you free up inventory space while clearing a boss fight. Oh well, guess I should have seen that coming. He can't regenerate those arms. Oh no. You asshole. Really? Come on, man. What are you doing? So we're gonna She's bald, so I can cast a nuke on her. Like, no consequences. Unfortunately, the arms are back, so that means that nuke was basically wasted. I don't have anything else I'm comfortable throwing. So, item. Can't reflect quake, so I have that going for me. You asshole. It's definitely limiting my healing capabilities, which is annoying, to say the least. I'm running out of options I can use here, so never attack at this point. This fight is coming apart in a hurry. I can't really do much. This is bad. This is actually bad. Come on. Be that guy. And he's down. Oh, come on. Not favorable at all. So I came here for basically nothing. So the stream disconnected, and I apologize for that. We did survive that fight, but we had some casualties. Did go ahead and use that silver apple on Rydia, who clearly needs more HP. And if I'm being honest, this place was a bust. Not really worth the time. It has become fairly apparent to me that the Giant of Babel is probably where I need to go. Damn it. And that's all I got for this. Just damn it. This is a damn it moment in a damn it run. Key item situation. I've got the pan. Magic. I don't know why I still have the pan though. Already. Cannot use exit because you do not have it. What I feel like is going to happen at this point is I'm going to acquire the Baron key, and then I'm going to get a Baron, and then I'm going to get Cecil, and I'm going to get the Crystal, and I'm going to be so pissed off. That's how it feels. But I still have this pin, and even I'm not sure why at this point. So I'm going to come up here, just in case I forgot something. I don't know how that could happen. But I basically have a decision to make at this point, given the team that I have. Cecil is becoming more and more unrealistic, unless I want to do the Giant of Babel. And there's the crystal. Alright, so decision time. I can go ahead and level everybody up and hope this team can handle Zeromus, or I can try to get Cecil and greatly increase my odds. Unfortunately, I can't pull anybody at the moment. Doesn't look like. So, a really fast Giant of Babel run, or I can just try to get this over with. So, I'm going to go ahead and gamble on this team that I have, which is not a great team. I guess there are worse things, because I don't have any other key items I can use. Oh, package, that's right. Shit, the package. Alright, maybe Cecil will be over here. If Cecil's here, then I'm good. I'm in go mode, I just have to level up. This is a place I usually come early. But there... Oh wait, one more item. Alright, get out of here. I always assume this is Radius House, but just, no, if it pops up, I just never notice it. Something tells me that's our house. Come up here, Crystal Sword. Alright, cool. No Legend Sword, but whatever. Alright. Sell a whole bunch of stuff. I don't need you. Yeah, I'll just check if the Legend Sword's here. I'll buy it. But it's not. Nothing useful. I don't need the Legend Sword, it's just nice. Thank you, Cecil. Alright. We're going to be in go mode shortly. Worse things have happened. This is officially going to be a PB for me, so that's nice. Cecil's here. He thinks he's a caller. He's going to try to call Titan. This is unwinnable. I'm just being a dumbass. So that paid off. I could have gone to the Giant of Babel, run that whole dungeon, and just wasted all of my time. But instead, I have Cecil now. Well, I don't have him now. I'm going to have him shortly. So I just run a Kaipo real quick. Get in bed with Cecil. Fight a boss. And depending on my luck, this could be a 145 run. We brought a purple-haired man to a strange inn. He's unconscious. And I promise no X is solved. Oh, cool, this fight. Alright, so this is what you're supposed to get. In the giant babble, it's a rush of these guys. I'll make quick work of them. It's over. All right, Cecil joined. Bye, Fusoya. Don't want you anymore. Take your stuff. And now we go to level up really quickly, and then we can finish this run. Already have the crystal sword, which is great. Samurai shield's probably the best shield I have. I don't think I grabbed. Yeah. Head. He's just gonna get the ribbon. Samurai, crystal, and crystal. And also Kane. That's about as good as he's gonna get. Rosa. And upgrade her to the diamond. Pretty good there. Not that it matters, but actually, I'm going to go ahead and get her in caster mode. That's the best I've got for her. Yeah. Alright, everybody's geared up. I don't think I have anything else worth using. I have a ton of sirens, so we're doing this. We're going to go underground. So it's a little peninsula power down here, which is kind of a tradition in these games at this point. And I'm going to save just so there's no fuckery, and siren go. Cecil's about to gain a whole lot of levels. Just watch him wait. 34 levels, like that. That's all it takes. Just gonna play it safe. This is why I grabbed those coffins. I didn't think about it until I was in my menu and I saw them. But instant kill on these guys is going to get me this a lot quicker. So we're just going to do this quick grind, get some levels. Everybody's going to be nice and ready to go for the fight with Ceromus. I don't think I'm going to get sub 145, but it's still going to be a PB. A lot of missteps on this run, a lot of things I could have done better, but we're looking good right now. And I'm approaching a level at which I can go ahead and do it, but I just want to be extra careful. Just because I could be better geared, I just better safe than sorry. I don't want to risk getting to Zeromus and wiping. You could do this in your 40s, but it's not a risk I'm willing to take. So Cecil's 48. I'm going to go for like mid 50s if I can. As you can see, already at a high with Cecil, but I don't want to take any chances. I have a decent run going, and if this were an actual race, or like trying to kind of, it's impossible to have a world record on this, but trying to do something special, like, so better safe than sorry. Plus, there are some spells I could still unlock with my casters that'll make that final fight just that much easier. Alright, I got white with Rosa, and Rhea should be soon to follow with Nuke and Medio. have nuke. That's really all I need. I'll do one more. All right. Spent a couple more minutes than I probably needed to, but I'm going to do this now. So I got the pass early on. Just have to go to Troy real quick. And run to the in. Build up. You know, we're not even going to mess around. I'm going to run back outside real quick and do a safety save. Extra cautious, but this much time spent, I'm not taking any chances. So if you come here, the pass usually takes you to like a titty bar or whatever, but instead it takes you to like a weird serpent's wrench place that'll teleport you straight to Zeronis. And once you get here, there's no turning back, so you have to be completely ready for this fight when you get here. Which I am. If I lose this fight, then something is terribly, terribly wrong. So I'm going to do this fight, and time is going to be on the first flash when I kill him. He shakes, he shimmies, he is Zeromus. Where is that crystal? Cool flag on the seed. Essentially, whenever I use this, he's going to change into something silly. I don't know what it is. It can be. Hopefully, you'll see something that you, as a gaming fan, enjoy. We're not going to know what it is for a second. Oh, Lord, it is the one-winged angel himself. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast first on you. So Berserk Cecil does way more damage. And we're going to hopefully get a quick nuke off. Oh, okay. We're not going to have burst. Whatever. So he shakes, and then he does a spell. And if you get magical damage off on him in the interim, it kind of nerfs his magic damage here, so that's not going to hit for nearly as much as it could, which is obviously super beneficial. And throw an Excalibur at him. Hit this glitchy nonsense. What's that? Actually, yeah, jump. Cure the shit out of ourselves because we're going to need it. Super need it. Oh man, that was a lot of damage. This is why we over-prepare for the battle. You never know what's going to happen. Something like that that you don't want. Could have been way worse. I don't know why Berserk didn't work on Cecil, but we're going to throw a counter at him. And we're just going to keep on keeping on. She can now cure for the team. Viridia is going to come up after Cecil, probably. No, she's up. Alright, she's gonna nuke. And fight. He is really all about hitting Rudy with that shit. Whatever. Jump. We should be coming up on the end of this fight soon. So much so that I'm going to risk casting white instead of healing. Because we're trying to take this guy down, and magic damage is beneficial to us. Proper translation for that is holy, by the way, for anyone who cares. Oh, fuck off. That's going to put me in a bad spot. Cecil's probably going to die if we don't kill him. Sure could use a Rosa turn. And Big Bang, that's going to kill Cecil. So that sucks. Oh, God. Oh, man. Alright. Life 2 on Cecil. This is bad luck. That won't kill Edge, or it shouldn't. Oh, no, it did. Alright, well, that's stressful. Again, this is why I was concerned with being over-prepared for this fight. Because the last thing you need is to come in here and just get totally wrecked. Medio. Alright, so this is how you know he's getting close to being dead. Alright, fight. Try to be safe here. I could just cast white and hope for the best. But we're not taking any chances here. A few seconds saved is not worth a total wipe. And that is time. Alright, it could have been cleaner, it could have been a lot better, but that is a PB for me on this mod. It's not a great time, hour 51:15, but he is dead. And really, at the end of the day, what more could you hope for? Like, Sephimus is dead. So, the world was safe, and we completed this run 5.5 minutes faster than my best time. So a few things are going to happen now as this cutscene unfolds. Essentially, we're going to get the ending sequence, and then it's going to show the placement of all the key items and whatnot, things I got, things I didn't get. So that'll be fun for us, right? Yeah, I forgot about that one little bit of text there, but I had to pee so bad I couldn't wait. Point is, I got time on it, so if you're actually sticking around for this part, then you just really want to see what I missed. And that's fine. I can't fault you for that. So yeah, we know about the darkness crystal. We saw that. Yeah, we got the twin harp, which actually was useful. So that's cool. I mean, I guess it was useful. We got Kane, so. And there's the hook, which we got. The pink tail, I never went up the lower babble. I could have, but in retrospect, now I'm probably glad I didn't. I never got to do Baron. The spoon was there, so that was worth missing. The Baron key was in the Darkness Cave, which I didn't want to do, and luckily I didn't. That would have been a waste of time, given what I would have gotten. Tower of Zot had the Legend Sword, which ultimately didn't matter for me, so that was a good skip. King of Fabul had the Rat Tail, which was only marginally useful. As evidenced by the fact that there was a Magma Key, but I already had the Eblon path unlocked. It was nice, but, you know, whatever. I could have gotten the Earth Crystal there and unlocked the Tower of Zot, but I didn't do the lower babble, so it didn't matter. Ultimately, again, didn't seem like it would have been worth it. Got the package, which was super worth it, since that's where Cecil was hiding. Got the pan there, which that's what it was. It unlocked Cecil, so. The Adamant, which did me no good since I never had the Legend Sword. Sand Ruby, which obviously was no use to me. Tower Key, didn't use, but got Rydia, so worth it. The Luca Key, which didn't need, but gambled, didn't pay off. It's a quick grab. And the Crystal, which is the most significant thing to grab. Can't beat the game without it. And now it's the credits. So that's the run, 150, 115. Couldn't have many more ones in that you wanted, but that was a really fucking good run. So I appreciate anybody who watches or is interested in this mod, it's a great mod. Highly recommend it. All you have to do is go to FF4FE.com to get the free enterprise mod. You have to supply your own ROM. Instructions are on the site. Highly recommend it. But this was a really good run for me. Got a personal best time, 151.15. So I'm stoked. It was worth it. And yeah, check in again. See if I can beat that time, have a better run, or maybe we'll stream something else. We're going to be active on this channel, so we appreciate any and all support. And if anybody wants to jump in, chat, and talk to us, I'll shout you out when I'm streaming. I'm sure Rids or PBN Ladies or Zach, anybody will. So, whatever. Thanks for stopping in. Good times and good night.